What is going on, Flex Zone family? It's your boy, God's favorite host, the host with the moist back here on the Flex Zone Podcast YouTube channel. Only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. Do me a favor right now, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell for all notifications if you're new to the channel. We appreciate you. And for the sake of this video, I gotta do it. Roll Tide. That's right, talking a little Alabama football here as we get ready, as college football is less than a month away. And we'll be talking about it on the Flex Zone Podcast YouTube channel. I'm thinking of doing some different types of videos, maybe a Heisman preview on some players, some team breakdowns, some conference breakdowns, some predictions for the college football playoff. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see from us here on the Flex Zone Podcast in regards to college football for this upcoming season. You want to see some player profiles. You want to see, like I said, Heisman predictions and profiles, player, team profiles, conference profiles, talk about the conference realignment. We can do it all for you. Just let us know in the comments. And most importantly, subscribe. If you want to join us on one of these videos, we'd love to have you. Hit that bell and hit that thumbs up. I want to talk about Will Anderson Jr. because he was in the news at SEC Media Day talking about if he thinks that he should get some recognition or if defensive players should get more recognition for the Heisman. And I think they should. We saw Aiden Hutchinson finish second last year to Bryce Young, his teammate, and Will Anderson didn't even crack the top five. Obviously, it's an offensive driven position. Charles Woodson, as we know, is the only defensive player who won the award, but he did some things on offense and special teams also. But Will Anderson Jr., I mean, he's a sophomore, 6'4", 57 tackles last season, 17 and a half. That's right, 17 and a half sacks. He led the nation. He pretty much had single digits his first season, jumped to 17 and a half, led the nation, had more than Hutchinson did last year. And honestly, besides guys like Hutchinson, maybe guys like Ndamukong Suh, you don't really see many guys often considered defensive players to win legitimately the Heisman. But when you look at Will Anderson Jr., for him to probably even get into the top five for voting, he's going to have to, crazy as this sounds, he's going to have to probably have over 70 sacks and probably over 70, 75 tackles at least. He may have to get damn near 100 tackles and 25 sacks just to probably get in the top five, top three. But for a defensive player to win the Heisman, they probably would have to give you between 10 or more sacks, probably 10 or more interceptions, close to 100 tackles in today's game of offensive supremacy where the quarterbacks, running backs, and receivers, especially in college football with the spread and the way offenses score points and put up dynamic numbers. We see it each year. Guys throwing for over 5,000 yards and over 50 touchdowns, and guys running for sometimes over 2,000 yards. And then you have situations where receivers are catching the ball, like we saw with Devontae Smith winning the Heisman 2 years ago, as it was Devontae Smith and then the great Bryce Young last year. You know, you catch over 100, 115 passes, you have over almost 2,000 yards receiving and over 20 touchdowns. But Will Anderson Jr. is a stud. He's a beast. He's a guy who will probably go in the top three, worst case top five of the NFL draft next year, depending on who your quarterbacks are, where you rank them, and how they come out of this upcoming season. Of course, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, and others. But Anderson has to be in that top three, top five conversation. Can he? Yes, anything is possible, but will he? It's very unlikely just because of the way offenses are so prevalent now in the game of football and especially college football. But I think him and Alabama have a great shot of getting back not only to the college football playoff, but getting back to and winning the national championship game if the offensive line can improve as well. Let me know, Alabama fans. Let me know, SEC fans. What do you want to see from Alabama? What do you think they need to do to solidify themselves back as national champions at the top of the college football world? But Will Anderson Jr., keep doing what you're doing, brother. I love you here as a Baltimore Raven next year if possible, but you ain't going to be around that long. You're going to be gone, like I said, in the top three, worst case, top five. He has the measurables, like I said, 6'4", still getting better, still going to probably add more muscle, going to be probably an even better player, hopefully improving in coverage, seeing what he can do with that this year. I don't know if he'll get 17 and a half sacks again because teams are going to be looking out for him and he'll probably command most of the double teams, but we'll really get to see just how good he is this season as teams know he's the best defensive player on the opposing team. We have to game plan to make sure he doesn't cause havoc for our opposing offense and for our opposing quarterback. So we'll see him get chipped. We'll see him get double teamed. We'll see guys roll the protections over to him So I don't know if he'll get 17 and a half sacks, but if he gets 12, 13, 14 sacks, if he gets 15 sacks, we shall see. But I could see him in that 12 to 15 range still. I think he's a very good player. I think he will show he has the ability to cover as well. But I think this will be the key. If he can show that he can overcome those double teams, overcome those protections being slid to him, I think he will solidify himself as a top 5, top 3 pick in this upcoming NFL draft. You need pass rushers in the NFL, guys who can get after the quarterback as well at the next level. But Will Anderson Jr., we're rooting for you here on the Flex On Podcast. Stay tuned, guys. Alabama fans, I'm going to give you one more roll tide, baby. SEC football, college football is less than a month away. We are excited. It's almost football season here on the Flex On Podcast. As I mentioned, let me know in the comments what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to see as far as videos for this upcoming season when it comes to college football. What do you guys want to see when it comes to player profiles, team profiles, conference realignment, Heisman Trophy profiles, who could win the Heisman? Will Anderson Jr., Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, even though I think it's a two-man race right now. We'll talk about more guys who could be in a conversation and more draft profiles going into the 2023 NFL draft. Hit that bell, hit that like button, hit the thumbs up, helps us out tremendously. And most importantly, hit that subscribe button, join the family. We talk about football and so much more here on the Flex Zone Podcast, only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. God's favorite host, the host with the moist. Let me know if you think Will Anderson Jr. will be in the Heisman Trophy conversation. I think he will, but it'll be interesting to see if he gets into the top 5. I think his sacks may decrease slightly, but I think he'll overall be a better football player, ready for the next level. Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys as always, and until next time, peace. Roll Tide, baby.